Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 3 of the walkthrough for campaign. This is the quest for Roman right now. We're going to get to Gunther soon enough. I actually changed up the way we're going to do this. I made it so you can see the stats of each round the whole time you're doing it. So yeah, round 1, male power, you can see that. I guess the big thing is the star or parentheses down at the bottom there. If you see that, that's when they're using a support, and that right there saying that's negative 45k to round 3 for that female tag match. And that's actually the total. That's not half of it like it was in the last video, so hopefully this is a better system, but we're going to keep going with it. And as usual, if you're new here and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. I am going to do a giveaway every 100 subscribers, up into 1,000 subscribers, like I said, and then hopefully again we can do giveaways a little bit more frequently. But yeah, into stage 51. This video is stage 50 to 70, and 71 to Roman Reigns will be the next part. So yeah, this is the male tag. This is round 2. They use the item, and that's the total, 533.8k. That's what you got to beat. You'll probably see here that I don't win every round. It's because I've already gone ahead to get Roman, and I've actually gone into the next, the pro tier there, and gone as far as I can there, and then just every time I get a super move, I go and get the 1 star to get the adventure cards. If you're struggling with this, any of these stages here in amateur, I highly recommend to go as far as you can. Use your super and try to get in there. I was hopeful when I had 5 stars left to get Roman that I could actually get a couple stars in the pro tier. That's not the case. You have to get every star in the amateur tier to unlock Roman. There's no easy way to do that, I guess. So even if you do get stuck on them, you can pop into the pro tier, and likely if you're at the Roman stage, you can do the first few stages in pro, and that should give you a few more adventure cards to pro up to beat Roman. I guess another thing is, even though you see the cards I'm using here, again, I went ahead and did all the stars before. As you can see, it's a big old 3-star map there, because I've already done it. But I only had The Rock is one of my pros, and I think a Terry Funk pro. So you could probably get Roman with only 2 pros of adventure. And then the rest could be like fusion prize cards and just prize card pros, which likely if you made it that far, you've got a few prize pros anyway. And then just a few regular adventure cards will get you Roman. You don't need to have crazy stuff. And any of these rounds that you see I lost, the way I did it is I just put an item on it that helped boost it and made sure that all the cards, or at least 5 of the cards I was going to use, were in the momentum slot. And if it was a 1-off loss, obviously that's just a super move. A super move is going to save you 1,000 times over in this. So yeah, it's not that bad. You're going to see some losses in here, but I did complete it. As you will see when we get into the next stage, I do have the Roman Reigns card at this point already. And yeah, I'm working on the pro tier, going towards Gunther. That, on the other hand, you are going to need a lot of pros. Likely special edition cards are going to be your best friend there. Like, I know Penta and The Rock are still getting beat by some cards in like the round stage 40 or something like that. It's a bit of a battle right now. I haven't gone back and gathered all the stars I can. I'm still just trying to get 1 star all the way up to the finish just to get some extra pros. And that's working out pretty good for me. So I suggest that for you. But we'll keep on moving on with this. I think I've said everything I needed to about what you should do, or what you can do to help yourself progress in this. If you haven't thought of using your super move to go get 1 star here and there, then yeah, you really should. It's a super easy, a little bit time consuming, but it's gonna help you in the long run for sure to get some of those adventure pros, and the cards you get from it are it's pretty awesome. If you've done campaign before, like they already have the matches on them, and they give you 2 or 3 copies of one card, so you can get a nice pro that you don't have to do the matches for, and maybe even a fortified, and that's pretty great, and will help you get Roman Reigns, and then it'll do a little bit of the legwork when you're going to get Gunther. But again, I think I probably won't beat Pro Tier until I get maybe some Christmas cards. I'm going to need some more SEs. Like, I don't have crazy equipment because I don't spend any more money other than like buying the battle pass on this. I'm mostly just a free-to-play apart from the battle pass. That's only just because the cards are awesome and a big help, and I like the time cuts, like bouts are easier to get with the battle pass and all that stuff. That's kind of the reason I get it. I don't go crazy and buy like equipment packs. It's just what I got. So I have a few Eon, I have the odd prize equipment and whatnot. Nothing great. So I do save my coins to re-roll them, and I think I'll have to show you that, or at least let you know that later on when I'm re-rolling stuff, because the stats that are coming in the Pro Tier are pretty crazy for their power levels, and the fact that the Rock's getting beat without a super move is ridiculous. But I'll have to switch my gear around in my cards in my momentum slot to make sure that works out for me, and I'm sure I'll get there. It'll just take a little time, and in the meantime I'll be uploading these videos for Roman, and then probably the first few stages after that of Pro. But as I talk here, hopefully you're looking at all the math I did here for these rounds, because it is quite time consuming. I think that's the best thing. It's the main reason I do these videos, is just to break down the stats you need to beat, so you know what your cards are going to be. And then obviously, like you see round 3, that power, like that's something you got to take into consideration. I mean, 229 at this stage isn't hard to beat, but your card could be 250 for power, and now you're getting hit with negative 45. Well, now you got to take that into consideration. Like, am I using support here? Am I using a support and putting my card in momentum and attaching equipment? Those are the kind of things that these numbers let you see, and I think it's definitely beneficial to have it show the whole time instead of just a quick blip like I had in the last video. If you see anything in here that you think should be added or would be better, just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll do what I can to fix it up. Yeah, stage 58, the male tag match, 418.9k, no big deal, I guess. The female 303 is kind of a higher stat even for an unpro'd adventure card, but that does have an item on it. Likely you could have a pro prize card and just use a weapon for that round. And then again, another male speed match. In the past, speed was always a really hard stat for me to get done. I think they're doing a little bit better this season for matching that up. I did get 1 star there, but again, look, see stage 59, 3 stars. Like, I didn't have an issue. I'm just gonna slap Drew on here, just for a match on him, because he'll be a pro for me, which is nice. I got to get all my pros for the next stage here. And yeah, so stage 59, female speed 255. That's still on the lower end. No big deal. And that next match is a male power 387. I would say that's on the lower end too. You're probably in the 200s with prize pros. Here's that beautiful Roman Reigns card with the old Money in the Bank image on there. And then female charisma with an item. I noticed charisma matches seem to be the one, like, if it's the last one, that's usually when they use the support on there, but yeah. See, if this, I lost there, but if I used an item on this, that one would have been easier, or that super I have stored up. But yeah, it's not too bad. That was a prize fusion card too. They were actually better, so surprised it didn't win. But that just goes to show that when you're getting into these, well, stage 60 now, it starts to get a little bit more difficult for the base prize ranked people. But again, I did do this with only 2 pro adventures. One of them, obviously, The Rock, which is an overpowered card. The other one was just Terry Funk, and he's slow as can be. His speed stat is awful. But yeah, it's super doable. But yeah, just keep checking these stats. Keep switching around what you need to. I can't say that enough. Sometimes it comes down to just a momentum slot or just an item. And stage 61. Here we go. We got female power 258. That's nothing for a pro adventure card, but again, if you're not there, then you're gonna have a little bit of struggle. Next match, male charisma 209. That's on the low end. And then the final round, male tag power 515. It's not super high. That's still less than 260 a card, but you are going to get hit with negative 90. That's like negative 45k per your card, and that's when it starts to make it a little bit harder for sure. You definitely have to make up that ground, but it should be okay. If you got the Penta card, is he in this, or is he... No, he's a down alignment. It's not going to help you here, I guess. Stage 62, male charisma 259. I'd say that's on the lower end. It's not too bad. Next match is female toughness. That's super low. And then the last round there, we're almost at the 600 after you add the arena to the male tag there. That's almost 300 a card, which if you don't have LA Knight, well, LA Knight's not even going to help you here. So what can you do? Well, equipment and whatnot, but that's why I like the last rounds. Like, they're the hardest rounds, like when you actually go to face Roman. But you can choose any alignment. You can start making some pretty good tag teams. I mean, they make it difficult that you have to use your super in one round. Like, you can't beat it without. But it is what it is. Male tag speed 507. In my opinion, that's high for speed. Yeah, but nothing Roman can't handle. And then female speed 255. Maxine is actually probably one of the faster cards for the adventure, I think. I think I had to use that in the last season. The male speed, yeah, with the item. Again, see, 304 is a high speed stat. So you'll have to do some changing around for that. Get a nice pair of boots and maybe re-roll some stats so it can get you up there. Stage 64. We got male charisma 220. That's an easy win for sure. Next round is female power. That one, yeah. If you have China, you need China to get to the end of this. In my opinion, you need China. She helps power through. I'm pretty sure no problems really, except for like speed matches later on. That I had an issue with her. Just had to change around gear here and there, and maybe tag team matches. She was tagging up with one of my cards that wasn't pro'd, and that card's toughness wasn't good, and China couldn't make up for that. But then I just put my gear on, like elbow pads or something that helped beef them both up enough, and then put them both in the slot. Actually, I think it was Lita that didn't have the toughness, if I'm not wrong on that one. It's a nice card, but as a single, not too good for this. Male Charisma 255. Yeah, this is where Penta's moment to shine is. Even the... That was another card, actually. I had the single Penta. I didn't have him pro'd when I went through this, so if you get the one from the quest, it's going to help you get to the end and get Roman as well. Female tag Charisma, 649 with an item. That is super high. You're going to have to do some changing around for that if you're not prepared. As you saw, China just got stomped out. And yeah, male Charisma 255.5 again. Nothing LA Knight can't handle. I think even the single version, the unpro'd version, is 300. So you could beat that one with LA Knight. No problem. And we're going to go into stage 66. If you have Yokozuna, he's a powerhouse. Literally, power stat is insane. Probably because his speed stat's so low. But yeah, this one, these are all pretty low. Even with the consideration of the almost 50k you're going to get knocked off of your female power in the last round. But again, if you use China for that one, you should be fine. I would just use China with the table, or I think it's microphone that boosts power. That would keep you up there enough to pass that round. That one was actually really, really low for stage 66. I'm pretty sure the round before that was a lot harder to beat. And then stage 67, female speed. Yeah, you can see that speed stat's not really the best on these two. I mean, China's a powerhouse, not a marathon runner, but that makes sense. 493 with the belt was no issue, though. And then male toughness 208, that's a joke. That's super easy to beat at this point. If you've made it this far, you have a card that's going to crush that. And then male tag toughness 510 with the support. That's 260-ish range, 265-ish range per card. That shouldn't be too bad, especially if you have LA Knight. He's going to accommodate at least half of that. Whether he's a pro or not. Or you could have two LA Knights and you're golden. It might be a good idea to not pro your LA Knight if you got both of them until after, depending on what you have for cards. Like for me, I use the Rock a lot unpro'd because he was two cards that had a stat of 300 for most of his stats, and that was just a must. And I think it was the same for Maxine. I used her for a while without being pro'd, because her speed stat alone was pretty good for getting up here. Male Charisma match, that one was super simple. Male tag 515's not too bad, and then the Charisma, China's Charisma's not too bad. So that should be pretty achievable. Yeah. And then we'll move on to stage 69, and then we only got one stage left after that. Let's see what we got here. Female speed, 493. Again, with a China, it's not great, but if you have another up card, maybe Lola Vices, I think she's up alignment. She has good speed from what I remember. That'd be a good card to have for this. Female speed, 250, no problem if you have Penta, even unpro'd. And then male tag Charisma, if you have LA Knight and a good arena card. You just need one other good card to make that work for you, I guess. And the final stage of this video, stage 70. Yeah, we're waiting on network on the last round. I'm surprised it didn't do it for the rest of them, but that's awesome. It's the last round for this video. And we got male power 520.5. If you have two LA Knights again, you're fine. Or LA Knight and Penta, you should be able to do this one without any supports, and then female tag toughness. This is where you have to change your gear around, or at least I did, because Lita's toughness wasn't enough. Maybe you have an adventure card and you have the Pro China, and that's just enough. And then male tag power 511. I don't think that's too bad. If you have adventure cards, at least it's not. But I mean, if you're using stuff to boost up your females, you could use your super for that round, and then you got it. Yeah, that's it for this video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Get into that Battle Pass giveaway. Giving it away every 100 subscribers. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped. See you in the next video.